I hope you are doing well in this period. So, today we are going to start literature class 6, the cherry tree chapter. Okay, so this is how the cherry looks like when it is grown in a tree. Have a look, and it is written by Ruskin Bond. Okay, so let's begin the chapter. One day when Rakesh was 6, he walked home from Masuri Bazaar eating cherries. So here Rakesh was such a small boy and he is walking home from the bazaar and he is eating cherries. Okay, and what are those cherries? They were little sweet, little sour, small, bright red cherries. Can you see so beautifully the cherries were there, which had come all away from Kashmir Valley. Now, in the Himalayan foothills where Rakesh used to live, there were not many fruit trees because the soil was stony, okay, and even the cold winds which were blowing there, they did not allow the growth of the most plants, okay. But on more sheltered slopes, there were forests of oaks and deodar, whereas in the slope areas, we could find oak and deodar trees. Rakesh, where he used to live? He used to live with his grandfather. Okay, please remember this, children. And he used to live in the outer area. What we say it is said as outskirts, just where the forests began. Why they used to live there? Because the grandfather was a retired forest ranger and he had a little cottage outside the town. So, let's see the story, a little part of that. Rakesh on his way. By the time he reached cottage, only 3 cherries were left. So he offered Grandpa the cherries. Grandpa took only 1 cherry and left the remaining 2. Rakesh took it as soon as he got it. Now Rakesh is asking to Grandpa, "Are these seeds lucky for us?" "Of course." "Then I'll keep it." "Nothing is lucky if you put it away. If you want luck, you must put it to some use." "What can I do with the seed?" "You can plant it." So they both were searching for the place where they are going to plant the seed. So they both were searching for the place where they could plant it. Okay, children. So Rakesh found a small spade and began to dig up the flower bed. Okay, there was a area where flowers were sown and he was just digging that area. What did grandfather say? No, not there. I have sown mustard in that bed. Plant it in the shady corner where it won't be disturbed. So the grandfather is just telling him not to sow the seeds there. Okay. So what did Rakesh do then? Rakesh went to the corner of the garden where the earth was soft. So he did not have to dig that place. See, children, what happens if a place is soft, you need not dig it. No, you simply put the seed, press it inside and it just went right inside it. Okay, so he did the same. After that he had the lunch. He went to play cricket with his friend and he forgot about the seed which he has sown. Now it was winter in the hills. A cold wind blew down from the snow and went woo, woo, woo in the deodar trees, and the garden was dry and bare. In the evening, grandfather and Rakesh sat over a charcoal fire. They were sitting beside the charcoal fire, and what they were doing there? Grandfather told Rakesh stories. So, what kind of stories was it? Stories about people who turned into animals. And in return, Rakesh would read to him from the newspapers. Grandfather's eyesight being rather weak, Rakesh found the newspaper very dull, especially after the stories. But grandfather wanted all the news. So there was a deal between them. Grandfather would tell the story and Rakesh would read the newspaper to grandfather. They knew it was a springtime. How they came to know that it was spring? Because the wild ducks, they were flowing back to the north again, to Siberia. Early in the morning, when he got up to chop the wood and light a fire, Rakesh saw a V-shaped formation streaming northward and heard the calls of the bird clearly through the thin mountain air. He could see the birds flying to the north again. One morning in the garden, he bent to pick up what he thought was a small twig. But to the surprise, it was a well rooted, and he stared at it for a moment and then ran to fetch. So Rakesh saw a small twig was coming out, and he was trying to it was very much well rooted. It was very hard in the ground. Let's see what happened next. Now he's calling grandfather. Dada, come and look, the cherry tree has come up. What? Cherry tree? Asked grandfather, who had forgotten about it. So till now they had sown it, the cherry tree was sown, but they totally forget, no? The seasons were passing. The seed we planted last year, look, it's come up. So the kid is so much excited to see, no, ki the tree has already the seed has germinated, and now the twig has been formed by that. Okay, Raket went on his haunches. Now he's crouching close to the ground, and he's on his feet, and he's just having a closer look at it. Okay, while grandfather bent almost double and peered down at the tiny tree. It was about 4 inches high. It was very small. So after the keen look of the grandfathers, he admitted that it's a cherry tree, said grandfather. You should water it now and then. So now the grandfather is suggesting the boy. Who is the boy here? Rakesh. So he is suggesting Rakesh that he should water this plant so that it could grow well. Rakesh ran indoors, and what he came up with? He came up with a bucket of water. Now the grandfather is saying, you need not drown the plant, okay, you just have to water it. So now Rakesh is giving it a sprinkling little bit of water, and then he is circling that area with the pebbles. He was so much worried. He always looked at the tree every morning, and according to him, he felt it was growing very slow. It should be very fast, okay. So he stopped looking at it, except quickly out of the corner. See children, like what happens with us, yes or no? Like if we have planted a tree, we always have a look at it. At what range it is growing, at what way is it growing, after a few days, at what height it has grown up to. Yes, so he was also doing the same. After a week or two, when he allowed himself to look at it properly, he found that it had grown at least an inch. Now again monsoon came, okay, and the cherry tree grew very fast in this season. Now it was 2 feet high. Then what happened? A goat entered the garden. Can you see? Yes, the goat entered the garden and ate all the leaves. Only the main stem and 2 thin branches remained. So the grandfather is saying, never mind. Seeing that Rakesh was upset, it will grow again. Cherry trees are tough. Okay, so this was the first case in which the cherry tree was having some problem. Okay, first the goat entered and it ate all the leaves of that tree. Now let's see what happened. Towards the end of the rainy season, new leaves appeared on the tree. Okay, now he would have been happy because the tree has been grown. It's grown and it's showing some leaves on its branches. Then what happened? A woman cutting grass cut the cherry tree into 2. Again, this woman again cut that cherry tree into 2 parts. When grandfather saw what had happened, he went after the woman and scolded her. But the damage could never be repaired. Maybe it will die now, said Rakesh. Maybe, said the grandfather. They both are in a situation, they don't know whether it will survive this tough condition or not, because all the tree was cut. No children? Okay, first who came? Who destroyed the plant? Goat. Okay. The second? Who destroyed it? Who try? It was not purposely, but still, it was this woman. Okay. Okay. Let's go to the next page. Yes, but the cherry tree had no intention of dying. It was too much ready to live, survive, okay? By the time summer came around, it had sent out several new shoots with tender green leaves, okay? It has sent out several shoot and tender green leaves. Now Rakesh is also growing with time. The tree is also growing and he is also growing. Okay. In one of the time in the monsoon period, Rakesh went to home. Why he went to his home? That is in his village, to help his father and mother with the planting, plowing and sowing. They all were belonging to a farmer background. So definitely he was going to help his parents. Okay. Now when he returned back, he would sometimes water the tree. He wanted it to know what it was, he was there, that he was there. Now one day what happened, he found a big green praying mantis. Can you see, children? Yes, this is the praying mantis, and it was on the branch and it was peering at him with the bulging eyes. He was looking at Rakesh with all his bulging eyes. But Rakesh was very sweet, so he let him in there because he was not damaging the plant. No, so he let the praying mantis stay there, and it was cherry tree's first visitor. Okay, now let's see who's the next visitor. The next visitor was a hairy caterpillar. See at the look at the hairy caterpillar, children, who started making meal of the leaves. So this caterpillar was eating up all the leaves of the cherry tree. So it was definitely not favorable for the plant. So what did Rakesh did? He removed it quickly and dropped it on a heap of dry leaves. And he's saying, "Come back when you are a butterfly." Winter came early. The cherry tree bent low with the weight of the snow. Field mice sat sheltered in the roof of the cottage. The road from the valley was blocked for several days. There was no newspaper. See, because it was a winter season in that Masuri area, definitely it would be snow, no, children? Snow would be falling from the above. So it was happening at that moment. And because of that, the roads were all blocked. Now, if the roads are blocked, there would be no newspaper, and if there is no newspaper, grandfather became very grumpy, a very angry person. And after that, because of this reason, his stories, whatever stories he used to tell to Rakesh, it began to have an unhappy endings. In February, it was Rakesh's birthday. He was 9 and a tree was 2, but almost as tall as Rakesh. Every situation the narrator is trying to tell us that the boy is growing as well as the tree, but the rate of growth of the tree is faster as compared to Rakesh. One morning when the sun came out, grandfather came into the garden and he was checking, he was just having some warmth into his bone. But after coming out, he stopped for a moment and he started calling Rakesh, "Come and look, come quickly before it falls." So why is he calling? Let's get to know. Rakesh and grandfather gazed at the tree as though it had performed a miracle. Something unusual happened, and they were having what they saw. There was a pale pink blossom at the end of the branch. Can you see? The flowers are blooming, okay, and they were very happy to look at it. The following year, there were more blossoms, but suddenly the tree was taller than Rakesh, and even though it was less than half his age, the rate of growth was very high. And then what happened? It even grew taller than grandfather. Okay, but Rakesh has grown too. He could climb the trees, he jumped, and he listened to grandfather's tale and all. Now what happened in the cherry trees? Bees came to feed on the nectar. bees used to come and they used to feed on the nectar provided by the flowers, no? And what happened, tiny birds also came and they broke some of the flowers, the blossom part, but the tree kept blossoming right through the spring, and there were always more blossoms than birds. Now the summer came and small cherries on the tree started to come on the tree. So one day what happened, Rakesh tasted one of the cherry and spat it out. He just spit it. Why he spat? Because it was too sour, he said. They'll be better next year, said grandfather. Now, who all are visiting here, we need to remember this, children. Always remember. Okay? So, who came next? But the bird liked them. See the cherry fruits. All of you have a look here. Small cherries. Now, who all came? Birds like bulbuls came. See, bulbuls also came to that blossom areas and they were also feeding themselves. Next, who came? Scarlet minwits. Yes, have a look, such a beautiful bird, no? And they were also coming and they were feasting on this cherries, okay? On a warm sunny afternoon, when even the bees looked sleepy, Rakesh was looking for grandfather and he could not find any proper place. So what he did, he looked out of his window and saw that his grandfather was sitting on a cane chair under the cherry tree. So he also thought, let's go there. There is just a right amount of shade here, the grandfather said, and I like looking at the leaves. Rakesh also came to that place and he is also admiring the tree. He is also feeling he is always ready to dance and he is just admiring it and he's mesmerized by those views. Happens, no, in our life when we go to a new place, we have a look at it, we feel so new, we just admire it. Okay, so that's what he is also doing. After grandfather had come indoors, when the grandfather went inside, but Rakesh was still there in the garden. He was lying on the grass and beneath the tree he was gazing up at the leaves and at the blue sky, and he was turning side and he was just looking at and he was just enjoying there. Okay, he was lying beneath the trees when the evening shadow crept across the garden. The way the author tries to describe the moment, children, do the reading part. Okay, it's very compulsory in class 6. You should know how the story should be read. Okay, so when this chapter is completed, you need to read the chapter twice. If you are not able to understand, underline the words, search in the dictionaries, then only you will get to know more and more about the story. Okay, so let's see what happened next. He was still there, okay, and they all waited in the silence and until it was dark. They both were just sitting. Now Rakesh is saying, there are so many trees in the forest. What's so special about this tree? Why do we like it so much? So he's asking his grandfather, why is he liking this tree only, even though there are so many trees in the forest? So the reply of the grandfather was, we planted it ourselves. That's why it's special. Okay, see children, when you are planting something or when you are doing something, so you give more importance to that. Yes or no? You feel so proud that the thing which I did came out to be even more better. So that's what. Just one small seed, said Rakesh, and he touched the smooth bark of the tree that had grown. So when he just only had small seed and he just planted a small seed, and now he could feel the bark of the tree, and he ran his hand along the trunk of the tree and put his finger to the tip of a leaf. I wonder, he whispered, is this what it feels to be God? See children, this line is very important. It has a very deeper meaning just than be a line. Okay, so let me tell you the meaning of that line. Listen to it carefully. What happened? Rakesh is now admiring the bark and the leaves of the cherry tree, which was his own creation. Yes or no? He had planted the tree. He was so much mesmerized by it. He is so feeling so happy that he considered it to be a miracle of God. Yes or no? And then he imagined what would be the feeling of God about his creation. What all, basically everything is made by God, no? And what he feels, like how he is feeling now. And the main what to say, the summary, the main story, the main motive of the story here is the cherry tree is a symbol of survival. See, many things came in order to stop it growing. There were many obstacles. Yes or no? There were many tough situations. What was the first situation? Which it was going to be hampered? The first was the goat ate the plant. The second was what? Yes, the second was a woman tried to cut it. Okay, but still, even after all this struggle, the cherry tree showed us the ability that it could withstand the adversities means the problems. Whatever situation comes in our life, we have to withstand that situation. Now the bond between Rakesh and tree is of care and nurture. Yes, he's caring for the tree, he's nurturing it, he's planting it, just like family. Yes, do we have a family? Yes, we have a family. Do we care for them? Definitely, yes, we care for each other. And he is never abandoning that tree. He is always, even if the condition is very bad, very tough, but still, he had the dedication. He is developing a strong relationship with that tree. He's like the guardian, like how our parents. Yes, we have our parents, and our parents are like a shield to us. They protect us from all the adversities of life. He too is fulfilling all his responsibility. Who is fulfilling? Rakesh. Rakesh is fulfilling all his responsibility, and in the end, it is rewarded for his efforts. How he is rewarded? First, he has planted only a cherry seed. Now, it matured. It grew into a fruit bearing tree. Just like you, small children. Yes, you are growing up. Last year you were in class 5, now you are in class 6, and the many more years are going to come and you are going to grow more adult. Yes, and after that, you have to look after your parents. You are like a seed, and you are going to bear the fruit in the future, that you are going to help your parents. So I hope you like the story of this cherry tree. Okay, take care of yourself in this period. Okay.